Welcome to Football Madness. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share this. Now let's go have some fun. Let's go. Back again to another episode of Review and Preview Show. You are back. You are in for another entertaining, another spectacular, another fantabulous, another dynamic episode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. For those of you that are just joining us for the first time, you are welcome, absolutely welcome to Football Madness. On this platform, we interpret football in a funny way, so grab your food, grab your drink. It's going to be a long one. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride with us. For our returning subscribers, please, I thank you guys. Thank you. We finally hit 600 subscribers. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Please, let's continue to grow together. Let's continue to move. Let's continue to do more. Share with your friend that need a friend that want a friend. Share with your family member, your group chat. Share this video with everyone. Football Madness is enough for everyone. Let's continue to grow this platform. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Let's jump into the games we have coming up this weekend. For the first game we have this weekend, we have the game between Ipswich and Liverpool. This game is going to be an interesting one just because of how Ipswich tend to play their football. Ipswich is not a team that is going to give you a low block. They're going to pack the balls. They tend to attack. They tend to try to keep the ball. But maybe the coach is going to make some changes. He's going to tweak his formation and tweak his tactics. He's going to probably try to sit back more against Liverpool. So Liverpool is going to have to do the work to break them down. Liverpool will have to go above and beyond to beat this team. It's not going to be an easy one. If you look online, everyone is already writing how Liverpool is just going to walk in and pick up 3 points. I think this game is going to be interesting. I think this game is going to be entertaining. And I think this game is going to be a good one. Liverpool finally won the Champions League group stage. I think that's a good one for the team morale. Congratulations to Liverpool on winning the UEFA Champions League group stage. For the transfer window this January, I finally come to the conclusion that I believe that Liverpool won't be signing anyone. So this team, as it is right now, is what Liverpool will be going till the end of the season with. It's good enough to win the league, I believe. But I think in order to win the Champions League, Liverpool is definitely going to need one more centre-back and a backup for Ryan Gravenberch. So for Liverpool to win the Champions League, they will need those players to come in. But if it's this current team, it is what it is. At this point, rumor has it that Liverpool chairman Hughes is on vacation this entire January. Hey, it's not me, it's rumor. Rumor says so. So for currently, Liverpool have Jones that is injured, Jota is injured, and Joe Gomez is injured. The JJJs are injured. Joe Gomez, Jota, and Curtis Jones. Currently, 3 of them is injured, so they won't be available for this game. But I think they should still have enough firepower to overcome Ipswich. And a slot, you need to come close and you need to listen to this. This particular game against Ipswich, you need to rest players. You need to rotate the squad. Players like Elliott need to be given a starting role. Nunes needs to be given a starting role. Chiesa too should be given a starting role. Let them start this game. You cannot run Salah to the ground. Let Salah sit out. Give Salah a break. In the defense, keep the defense the same way. Then Trent, Konate, Virgil van Dijk, and Robinson or Timecodes, whichever one you prefer. But in the offensive line, rotate them. Give these guys a break. Gakpo already took a break in the Champions League, so you can play Gakpo. Diaz, you can rest him. Salah, you can rest him. And you can play Chiesa, you can play Nunes, or you can even bring on Elliott. Rotate the team and let the team catch a break. Do not drag this team to the ground. It's a long season. The games are going to be coming in fast. It's like 2 games every week. You need to rotate the squad. That is my advice for you if you want to survive this season. The key to victory for Liverpool, I believe that the key to victory for Liverpool is going to be the defense first. The defense in this game have to keep a clean sheet. Liverpool kept a clean sheet against Brentford. In the last Premier League game that we saw them, they won 2-0. They need to continue that clean sheet. The defense need to be solid. The defense need to be sound. If they can keep a clean sheet against Ipswich, they are probably going to win this game. Most likely going to win this game. But that clean sheet is important. Once you start keeping clean sheets, you start building momentum. The defense will be solid for the later round because the later round is going to be competitive. You need to go far in the Champions League and you need to try to win this Premier League. The next 5 games for Liverpool is going to determine a lot in this Premier League season. Like I said, another key to victory for Liverpool, again, would be the midfield. Liverpool need to score from midfield. We saw Elliott scoring in the Champions League game. against Lille or France. So same thing goes in the Premier League. The midfielders need to score. Liverpool need to score from midfield. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, which is currently injured, and Elliott. These are the midfielders that need to pick up goals. And if Gravenberch can get a goal too, even better. The midfielders need to score, and it's important for their confidence, for their momentum, and for the rest of the season. We need to get goals from midfield. It is important. Boy, Liverpool fans, you are going to enjoy watching this game. Go and have some fun. That is what I have for you guys in this game. This is going to be an interesting watch. For the next game we have on our list, we have the game between Wolves and Arsenal. This is going to be an interesting one. It's a tricky one. This is the one you call the banana peel. Arsenal won their Champions League game 3-0. Good for their confidence, good for their momentum, but they need to remedy the 2-goal lead that they lost against Aston Villa from the last weekend Premier League game. They need to correct that mistake. You cannot go up 2-0 in a Premier League game that you want to win the Premier League, that you want to compete in. You cannot give up a 2-0 lead. I'm sorry. You cannot. So Arsenal need to remedy that against Wolves. They need to take Wolves to football school and school Wolves. I don't think Wolves is going to have enough firepower to pose any threat to Arsenal. I believe Arsenal should have enough to win this game. This is a must-win for Arsenal. Arsenal cannot afford to drop any point. The Premier League race is heating up, and it's heating up fast. Arsenal cannot afford to drop any more points. This is it. Going forward against Wolves, Arsenal need to win this game, and they need to win convincingly. You cannot give Wolves any chance. Currently, I believe Arsenal have players that are injured. Calafiori, Saliba. These are key defenders. I think Ben White too is still injured. So these are key defenders for Arsenal that are currently injured. The likes of Saka is still injured. Nwaneri came back in the Champions League game, so that is good for their creativity coming from the midfield, so Arsenal can stop relying on the corner kick. I believe that Arsenal midfielders need to start stepping up. Arsenal need to start scoring goals from midfield. Enough is enough. Stop relying on the corner kick and start creating plays. Start converting open plays. Score on a counter attack. Score on an open play. Stop relying on the set piece. You are not going to win a Premier League season. In short, you are not going to win any competition relying on goals that come from corner kick. You need to be able to break teams down. You need to be able to score from open play, and you need to be creative. Midfielders, do your job. Create plays and finish your attack. We saw that in the Champions League. Kudos to Arsenal. Arsenal created enough goals. Arsenal scored 3 goals. It was entertaining to watch, and that was good for the team morale. So going forward against Wolves, the key and the key to victory, the number one key to victory for Arsenal game against Wolves is first is the defense. The defense needs to keep a clean sheet. Do not go 2-0 up, 1-0 up, and then consider and then give up the lead. Do not do that anymore. You've made your mistake against Aston Villa. Put that in the rear view and look away from that. Focusing on this game against Wolves, the defense needs to keep a clean sheet. The defense needs to be solid. The defense needs to be sound. And the second key to victory is Arsenal offense. We saw Havertz. Havertz is back in form now. He has scored in the last 2 games. Martinelli too, back. He's doing his own thing. He's creating goals. He's scoring goals. Good for the team. We saw Odegaard scoring in the Champions League game. Good for Arsenal scoring from the midfield. Against Wolves, all these points are going to be needed. You need to score from midfield, and you need to finish your open play. Do not rely on set piece. It's good. Set piece is a secondary way of scoring. If you get set piece, congratulations, good for you. But your primary way of scoring goals need to be from open play. Ability to break defense down, ability to create plays, and ability to finish is paramount, is important, and it's going to show if you want to win the Premier League. Unless something has changed and Arsenal is no longer interested in the Premier League. But if Arsenal is still interested in winning the Premier League, they need to start scoring from open plays. Do not focus on... It's good to have the set piece goal, but do not focus on that. Finally, Nwaneri came back in the Champions League game against... Nwaneri came back in the Champions League game, so I believe that Arteta should let him lose. Arteta need to let this guy cook. Going forward against Wolves, I believe Arsenal need to start Nwaneri. It is important. It is important for their creativity. This guy can ball. You need to let him cook. Arteta, come close. Let's have a discussion. What is your problem against offense? You cannot be defense. Let him cook, Arteta. Write it on your board. Let him cook. That is it. This week features Arsenal versus Wolves. Arteta, just let Nwaneri cook. I believe that if you start Nwaneri and you let him lose, you let him play, he's going to create goals and he's going to get opportunity for Arsenal. That's what I have for you guys, Arsenal. This is going to be a good game. If you're an Arsenal fan, enjoy watching this game, and I'll catch you guys next week. For the next game we have on our list, we have Manchester City versus Chelsea. This is going to be an important game. Woo! This is the top 4 race. This is as good as it gets. Manchester City, in the last 5 games, they've won 3, they drew 2. They've not lost in the last 5 in the Premier League. Though they are coming from the Champions League loss against Paris Saint-Germain, I thought they've turned the corner. I thought their season is about to kick in, but unfortunately, they are still facing their defensive problem. Manchester City problem right now is their defense. You cannot take 2 goals, same as Arsenal. You cannot take 2 goals lead against top team like PSG and then give it up and then lose 4-2 after going up by 2 goals. That is not acceptable, and that is not going to fly. This is the top 4 race. Chelsea currently seated 4th place. Manchester City seated 5th place. Both of them fighting for top 4. I don't think both of them is fighting for the league. I believe they are fighting for who will make top 4. There's still 4 points gap between them and Nottingham Forest. So Nottingham Forest still have at least 1 to 2 week break away from those crowds that is coming behind them. But this game is going to have a lot to say for Manchester City and Chelsea. Both teams. This particular game is going to say a lot about their season. For Chelsea have been doing good this season. Overall, Chelsea are punching above their weight. No one expected Chelsea to be where they are right now. That's how we have to look at it. We cannot look at it in recent week. We have to look at it as a complete total package. For the whole entire season, Chelsea are currently punching above their weight. I did not expect Chelsea to be this good, and I believe that Chelsea is going to come out of this game being the happier team. Chelsea is going to shock Manchester City. Yes, I understand Manchester City is at home, but I believe Chelsea is going to shock them. Either a draw or Chelsea make it. This game is going to be good and it's going to be entertaining. Both teams are fighting for that 4th place. Everything on the line. Just if you are a neutral fan, grab your popcorn, grab your drink. This is the game to watch. I believe it. This is the game. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to have everything. Goals. There's going to be a lot of goals in this game. Definitely. Both team defense are suspect. Chelsea, Cowell is out. So we are probably going to see the combination of Tosin and Chalobah. They recently brought Chalobah back from Crystal Palace. So he had a good game against Wolves on Monday. Yeah, he had a good game against Wolves. So I believe they are going to keep that same defense against Manchester City. Manchester City defense right now is nowhere to be found. It's a different thing when we watch Manchester City and Manchester City have possession and they lose. But right now, when Manchester City lose, they don't even have the highest possession. Against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, when they were 2-0 up, from that moment till the end of the game, the ball possession was 60-40. PSG took Manchester City to football school and they schooled them. That is unbelievable for a Pep Guardiola team. They outpossessed them, they outran them, they outscored them, they outworked them. Pep Guardiola needs to go back to the drawing board. He needs to get his defense in order. That is not acceptable. The level of defense that Manchester City is currently playing is high school, at best, college level type of defense. This is not acceptable. Against Paris Saint-Germain, I saw Bernardo Silva trying to play defense. He was being cooked by Dembele. You know Manchester City have a problem when Bernardo Silva is the one playing defense. That is not acceptable and that will not fly. City need to get back to playing the compact defense, sound defense. They need to press. You cannot have it both ways. You either pressing or you are dropping back. There is no middle ground. Currently, Manchester City is trying to sit in the middle. They are not pressing. They are not dropping back. They are just standing in the middle. That is not going to fly. You either pressing and you are committing to the press or you are dropping back and holding a low block. But standing in the middle is not going to fly. You are not going to win games that way. You need to be smart. You need to have the combination. Either you know how to press, or you know how to drop back, or you know how to hold man-to-man marking. But you have to defend. It is like, I don't know what else to say. You have to defend. Going forward against Chelsea, the key to victory for Manchester City is going to start from their defense. Their defense is number 1. Their offense is number 2. Foden, you came back to the party. Congratulations, 5 goals in January. You are currently leading the race for the player that slept all throughout the first part of the season and then woke up in the second half of the season. What is this? This is not acceptable. But welcome back to the party. It's better late than sorry. So against Chelsea, you are going to be needed. You are going to be the key to victory against Chelsea. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, you guys need to help Haaland cannot do it by himself. Haaland cannot create his own place. Foden, Bernardo, and KDB, you need to create opportunity for Haaland. Manchester City have been in the transfer window. They've been in the market signing players here and there. They signed 3 new players. Congratulations. Now let's see. I saw those players in training this week. Let's see what these players have to offer to Manchester City. It's going to be an interesting watch. I look forward to watching this game. On the other hand, for Chelsea, the key to victory for Chelsea is their attack. If the attack can put enough pressure on Manchester City defense, it will crack. Manchester City defense this season is not it. It is not it at all. I believe that Madueke, Palmer, Jackson, Sancho, if you guys can put enough pressure on Manchester City defense, it will crack. It will fold under pressure. We saw it in the Champions League game against PSG. Now, Chelsea, you need to replicate that same thing. Just replicate it. Put them in. Use the wing. Use the wing and bury the fullbacks. I saw Nunes playing fullback, and Bakola was cooking him front and back. If Pep Guardiola should play Nunes in the right back position again, Sancho, cook him. Madueke, you guys should cook the fullbacks. That is the weak link. That is how you get at the defense from the fullback. They cannot defend. Catch them on the counter attack. If possible, dribble them, but you have to attack from the flank. That is Manchester City weakness. You have to catch the fullback out of position. Dribble them if possible, but those flanks, you need to use them. Enzo Maresca, use the flank. That is how you are going to attack Manchester City defense. Use the flank. The fullbacks are not good enough. The fullbacks are always out of position. The fullbacks cannot defend one-on-ones. Capitalize on those mistakes. Capitalize on those matchups, and you win the game. For the final game we have on our list this weekend, we have the game between Fulham and Manchester United. Whew. Manchester United. Where are we going to start from? The players have their fault. The tactics right now that they are trying to implement by Amorim have its own fault. 2 faults equals 4 square. Because the team, the players itself is not good enough. Yes, we already established that. When you're a new coach and you come into a new team, when you finally realize that these players are not good enough, you need to keep it simple. Go back to fundamental. Keep it simple. Fulham is not going to be an easy side. Fulham is a team that play expansive football. They are always attacking. They they keep the passes on the ground. They try to score a lot of goals. So Fulham is not going to be an easy side. But I believe that Manchester United will have enough power to win this game if they can play smart. It comes down to the lines, making the right decisions, ability to make the right decision at the right time, making the right play at the right time, being smart, football IQ. This is how you are going to win this game. Amorim, come close. Let's have this conversation. Going forward against Fulham, you need to play 3-5-2. Yes, with a diamond in the middle. Yes, 3-5-2 with a diamond in the middle. I will help you out. You are going to play your regular 3 defense that you've been playing. Play your regular 3 defenders. In the midfield, you are going to play Ugarte. Next to Ugarte, you are going to play Bruno. Yes, let Bruno drop back. Bruno can carry the ball from the defense to the offense. Let Bruno be your ball carrier. Ugarte will be the DM, the holder. His job is to clean up anywhere, just doing the cleanup. Right in front of them, you are going to start with Eriksen. Eriksen is a better player at that 10 position. So start with Eriksen there. Yes, we are going to sub him in the second half, but let him start in that number 10 position. In front of him, you are going to play Garnacho and you are going to play Zigzil. Leave Højlund on the bench. Højlund is not tactical enough. His touches are not sound enough. Leave him on the bench. For the wings, you are going to play Dalot and you are going to play Diallo. If you don't want to play Dalot, you can play somebody else there. But the thing that you do not want to do is you do not want to play Maino and Ugarte, and in front of them you play Bruno. You are limiting that midfield. Unfortunately, you are limiting that midfield. It's okay to have players on the bench. I have said this times without number. You cannot play everybody and you cannot satisfy everyone. You are going to hurt people's feelings. That's why you are the coach. That's why you are the boss. It's okay to hurt players' feelings. Leave them on the bench when they are not giving you what you want. Then in the second half, you can rotate players in. This is how you win this game. You need to get your technical players on the field. Let Bruno drop back and play beside Ogate. Let him be the ball carrier. He can do the job. He is technically sound enough to move the ball from the defense to the offense. He can play the passes. In front of him starts Eriksen. In front of Eriksen, play Garnacho and Zigzil. Don't say I did not try to help you. Don't say I did not look out for you. Take this point that I've given to you and go and save the day. Go and don't tell them that you got it from here. Just know, between me and you, don't tell anybody. Just know that you got it from here. I'm trying to save your job. Manchester United, they fire managers anyhow. I am trying to save your job. Amorim, take this advice I have given to you today. Go and save your job. Go and be a hero. But don't tell anybody I try. Don't, just keep it between me and you. I know you don't want them to find out, but just don't want to. You catch the vibe. We have come to the end of another episode of Review and Preview. Thank you for sticking with us. Please, guys, continue to like, continue to subscribe, continue to leave me a comment. Please. It is not personal. It is just football. We are here to discuss football, and no topic is above limit. Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section, and I'll be there with you guys. Leave me a comment. After you finish watching this video, leave me a comment, and I will be there to keep the conversation going. Thank you. I'll catch you guys next time. Let's go.